All right, we're gonna try that again since we were muted. I'm glad I saw that. It's all right. My buddy would have texted me like, "Yeah, we can't hear you." Anyway, let's try this again. What's going on, everybody? Mark Doherty with you, class of '98, along with Michael Merrick as always. My trusty sidekick here, who is currently at work. So if he bails out on us, you can blame his work. Uh,
Yeah,
After a week off, yeah, EMS world, man, earn money sleeping, right? Isn't that what they say?
yeah.
So we took a week off. Last weekend, I had the honor, and it was definitely an honor and a privilege, to attend New Bloomfield's Fire Company's building dedication. For those that don't know, if you remember, New Bloomfield had a very, very small firehouse right off the main campus there. You could actually see it from the Honey Dip, old green building. And it's actually, there's a funny thing with that firehouse. It's so small, and I know you remember the truck they bought when they bought their new pumper and they sold their old Mac that I'm sure a lot of you guys remember. When they bought their new truck, they actually had to have it custom built to fit in the building. It's a very short wheelbase truck, which in the fire service is very uncommon. I know there's only,
Hmm.
I think, one in our area, and actually it's my fire, one of my fire companies has it. But it was a very small building, very old. I think 19, Keith will probably correct me later. I want to say 1932, somewhere in that area. They acquired the old Ford dealership. For those that don't remember, was down the street and across the street from Mama's Pizza, past the bowling alley.
Yeah.
They acquired the property, tore the building down, and they built. I mean, you guys can Google it and see it. It is a beautiful, beautiful firehouse, multi-million dollar station for a company that's in rural Pennsylvania. It's actually very impressive.
Hmm.
We have fire departments around me, and we're I don't want to say we're in a poor area. I mean, most of these companies around here have money, but it really dwarfs a lot of the fire companies by us. You're in Delaware, so I can't say nothing. You guys have $1 million firehouses to begin with.
Yeah.
But it was an honor to be there. The chief Keith actually invited me. Those that don't know, I build custom model fire trucks, model firehouses. 30 years in the fire service. It's a labor of love. And a few years back, I actually built a model of not only New Bloomfield's old station, but I also built a model of Shermansdale's firehouse, Newport's firehouse, and Marysville's firehouse, as well as some of the apparatus from those stations. I know, Michael, you've seen some of it.
Hmm.
The first one I built, actually, we talked about this story a while back, was actually Shermansdale's tanker, and one of the first calls I remember that truck making was the story we talked about with the porta potties mysteriously exploding. And I remember as a cadet seeing that truck pull up, and I mean at the time in '98 that truck was just massive. I mean that was a big truck for its time. Um, so bear with me here. I don't know. Say YouTube. Everybody's asking me for links now. What's the link? So that was one of the first models, and that's kind of how it started. But Keith reached out to me because he knew I had the models. Actually, I think I might have reached out to him, and I said, "Hey, if you want, I'll bring the firehouse up. You guys can put it on display for your building dedication." And he actually said something about I have a whole bunch of them from Perry County. So we took the weekend off. We went up there for the weekend, and we brought a ton of our models up there. We put them on display. They put the new Bloomfield one all by itself on the table right as you walked in. It was actually a very well done event. The building was totally open to the public. The building and the apparatus were both open to the public. Yeah, it was actually a really good time. We enjoyed it, and when I say they made us feel like home, I mean I know residents of New Bloomfield, and Michael, you and I have talked before. They've always considered us their own. I mean they've considered us
Hmm.
residents of the town, and I mean we felt so welcomed at home. I can't even explain it. Welcome. It was every other word. Welcome home, welcome back. Whatever you guys need. He's like, do you need anything? I mean, they really made us feel at home. And from a cadet standpoint, we were always taught, no, you don't, just you do your thing and you don't, expect anything in return. And so it was a little weird in that aspect, but, um, we really did enjoy it. And like I said, it was a good time. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my video here. Yeah, we're a little behind on the one video, I think, but I think we're streaming. It says live, so. But yeah, we really had a good time, and they made us feel welcome. They really enjoyed the models that we displayed, and one surprise that the chief wasn't expecting. I told the president earlier in the day. Keith didn't know this, and I said to the president, I know I'm gonna screw his name up. I want to say it's Justin. I apologize, Justin, Jason, something like that. I'm horrible with names. Um, but I had said to the president, I said, now, hey, either during your ceremony or after, whatever works, I want to present this to the fire department. I said, I want to present it to Keith. And when everything was all said and done, they were wrapping up. They got everybody together, and he kind of pulled everybody into one engine bay. And I said, Keith, I said I appreciate the invite. You guys have always had a special place in my heart. You remember, as cadets, we went down there and helped them, and we kind of ran with them for a while. And I think we were one of the first groups that actually partaked in the fire department down there. I think there was 3 or 4 of us, I want to say. Um, and I said to Keith, I'm like, you guys have always had a special place in my heart. And I said, I really believe that this model, as much as I love it, and I can always make another one, but I said, I really believe that this model belongs here in this firehouse. And I mean,
Yeah.
his eyes opened up, he was all smiles. And, I'm glad that, I was able to do that. And it's currently, when you walk in their firehouse, it's really neat. When you walk in the front door, I kind of wondered, and I said something to Keith halfway through. I said, hey, what's up with these bay doors in the middle of nowhere? So when you walk through the doors, you go through a man door. On the right side is their radio room. On the left side are some white roll up doors. Well, you're in a hallway, and there's a bay door. I'm like, so if you open the door, you're just gonna drive into a wall. So I said to Keith, and I said, what's with the bay door in the middle of nowhere? Like, it leads to the museum. I understand that, but it's not like you can get a truck in and out of there. So, funny thing is, that bay door, and I don't know if I have a picture of it, but that bay door is actually the original bay door to the original firehouse.
Oh,
And
wow.
what they did was, and I'll pull the picture up here on my phone. It might be a little hard to see, but so for those that don't know, and this is my buddy's photo. Let's see if we can get it here. That is their new firehouse. Obviously, compared to, I know it's a little blurry, compared to what they had is a huge improvement. Um, so my buddy took that picture, so I got to give him photo credit. My phone will turn back over here. It's kind of being stupid here. Um, there we go. That's the picture I'm looking for. So this is, oh, my phone's upside down. That would help. So this is inside their bay, in the engine bay. If you look just over here to the side, I think it's this side. There we go. That's the bay door I'm referring to. Okay,
Huh.
so that is the original bay door to their firehouse from 1932, and he said what they did was when they built the building, he said we wanted our members, and I thought this was really cool. He said the museum's in there, the firehouse I donated is in there, the old antiques in there. He said we wanted people when they walked in our door to see that bay door as a reminder of where we started, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, they like I said, they really made us feel at home. They made us feel welcome. Beautiful building. Very well done. I know they spent a few years on it. Um, and like I said, it was definitely a good time. It felt good to go back. We walked to campus. Can't really say much has changed on campus. It's pretty much the same. There wasn't a lot of people there, so I don't know if their school was having a holiday or if they were just away, or I don't know. I know when we were there on Saturday, I think we stopped up. Um, yeah, it was Saturday afternoon. It was like 2 people, and that was all we saw. So, but other than that, campus looked really good. I mean, it was that time of
Last time
year.
I was in New Bloomfield, yeah, the last time I was in New Bloomfield, and I can't remember when it was May of last year, I'd gone up, and the campus was just completely empty. Like it was completely dead.
Yeah,
I didn't see anybody.
yeah,
So I don't know when they use it, if they use it.
yeah. It was like I said, it was really weird. I mean, I know we saw, and I didn't even see him at first. One of the people I was with, Irish goodbye, you know. One of the people I was with, they had said, you know, oh, there's somebody there, and they were walking into, I guess it would have been Morgan's old apartment, and you know, I caught it at the last second, but yeah, it was just a little weird that there, you know, we didn't see anybody or any students on campus, so it's a really nice background, by the way. Gotta love radios. But anyway, while he's away, but yeah, I want to thank you, Keith. I know I sent you a link to our videos. I want to thank you. You know, you guys went above and beyond, and I'm just really glad to see that our firehouse is back home where it belongs. Um, you know, I'm going to work on a few more things for those guys down the road. You know, I got a little apparatus that can go in the firehouse, so I'm going to work on a few of those. But other than that, we had a good time. You know, we spent the weekend at Bridgeview Bed and Breakfast. Anybody that hasn't been there, if you're into railroading stuff or trains, wonderful place to stay. The owner is a very nice guy. You know, very reasonable rates. Good breakfast every morning. We stay there often when we're out in New Bloomfield. So, but other than that, that's all I had on that. I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know if he got a call or not. Check the chats real quick. What do we got here? Mute that. Oh, YouTube's live, so that's what I was making sure. That one's good. We'll give him a minute and see if he comes back. Hey, there he is. Coffee break?
No, more like we have like a homeless person that just walked up and asked if they could charge their phone for 15 minutes and have a cigarette.
So, since you brought that up, we were sitting at our firehouse the other week for and
Like, yeah, sure, as long as you don't hang around too long, that's fine. He goes, nah, man, I'll just 10, 15 minutes and I'll take a smoke and I'll be on my way. Okay,
so
go ahead, whatever.
our one firehouse is not in the best neighborhood, and a bunch of us were up there just hanging out, cleaning. Actually, I think it was right after we got my fire truck, and we were up there cleaning it, and you know we were like, oh, what are we doing for dinner? Oh, let's order pizzas. Like, okay, whatever. So we ordered pizzas, you know, wings, stuff like that. So we're sitting there with the bay doors open, and some lady random lady from across the street in the ghetto comes walking up and she's like, "Can I have a slice or two of pizza?" And I felt like saying, "Yeah, it'll be $3 a piece," but I don't. It was just the weirdest thing, man. Like you just walk up to a firehouse and ask the guys, "Yeah, can let me get some pizza?" Like it was just awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he said your audio is better, not as much echo. I lowered it, so that was definitely very hard to hear him. Well, I can raise you a little bit here. Bear with us here. We'll do some technical stuff here real quick. So, but yeah, other than that, like I said, we had a great time. You know, Bridgeview Bed and Breakfast, for anybody that's never been there, you know, wonderful place to stay. If you can't sleep with trains going past, don't stay there. It puts me to sleep, so I'm used to it. But the owner's a very nice guy, and like I said, anybody ever wants, and they're looking for just a quiet getaway. So other than that, yeah, the other thing I was thinking of, actually, right before I came in here to set everything up on the computer, guys that don't know, I literally run 4 screens to do this stream because we stream live to the YouTube page, we stream live to the Facebook page. Obviously, I thought I could do both, but I can't. I can't win everything. So because we live stream on multiple platforms, I have to use what they call a restream. So it basically distributes the video and the audio and stuff. So I literally have 4 monitors on my computer here, and it's not easy to do this stuff. And I'm not a streamer. I'm just a gamer, you know. I got my little gaming set up here. But so if there's ever any technical issues or anything, just let us know. We'll work to adjust them. But as I was in here setting stuff up, I started thinking, and I texted you, and I was like, oh, you know, I'll be on by 6 o'clock. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, well, Hour Guard always started at 6 o'clock. Hour Guard ended at 7, hence the Hour Guard. And
Yep.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, if it ended at 7 and study hall starts at 7:15, how come there were nights that people were late for study hall because of hour guard? It's like I started thinking that. I'm like, if we got done at 7, like we got in trouble for getting to study hall late because hour guard let out late. So why do we all have to suffer for whatever battalion staff was running the hour guard? I'm like that. I'm like that's not cool. Like how come we're getting in trouble? Shouldn't they get in trouble?
Some random dude who's apparently homeless and just needed to charge his phone for 15 minutes and smoke a smoke.
Welcome to the fire service.
Speaking through the cigarette thing out there and looking at.
He was looking for a short. You guys know that from school. You guys had to do that, didn't you? You find somebody short. One of the staff that threw a cigarette out. I remember guys used to do that.
Well, Mark, I'm going to have to cut you short because apparently not only do we have a guy that's digging through our cigarette butts, and now apparently we have an elusive cat in our engine bay.
Gotta love it.
Well, I'm gonna bounce out here for now.
All right. Well, if you're around late,
And,
you around this week anytime?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm off.
All right, I got Monday night, so maybe we'll get together Monday night. I'll see if we can get Chris or so. If anybody else out there wants to jump on with us, please reach out to me. We'd love to get a couple guys on. So maybe tomorrow night we'll try to shoot for something. I'm gonna actually go get my dinner, but yeah, if you guys want to get on with us, let me know and I'll explain to you how to get on. But I'll let you go chase a cat and we'll talk to you guys.
Chase away a homeless guy.
We'll try to talk to you guys tomorrow night and see if we can get something going on here. So, all right.
All right, y'all. Take care.
Have fun getting your cat.
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Anybody wants to reach out to me.